Hey guys, Kalila here, or Callie, and welcome to another video. It is time to open up December 22nd's Advent calendar, okay? This is the fourth one in the 5 that I have because I have 4 to open every single Sunday of the month of December until Christmas. So I have 1 more to open on Christmas, all right? So let's open this and see what color we have. I'm not gonna look at it. Okay. I'm so excited. Okay. Oh, you guys are seeing first. All right, and oh my! Is this a tree ornament? Oh my god! This is so freaking cute. I'm going to hang this up immediately. Do you see that? Can you see it clearly? This is the cutest. Okay, so this yarn is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it has the gold stellina. I don't know if you can see, but look at that. This colorway goes so good with this sweater. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking about all of the colors together. I'm just like, Okay. This one is called Rose Gold, which I'm assuming is rose gold in Norwegian, which probably sounds like rosegul in Norwegian. Okay, I'm basing that off of Swedish. We're just gonna say rose gold, okay? Don't quote me on that. I'm just assuming what I know from Swedish, okay? So this is the same as everyone else's. It is a fingering weight, 75, 20, and 5 with the superwash merino, nylon, and gold stellina. This is beautiful, guys. If you're remembering every single colorway that has come across your page so far from seeing these, what should I make? At first I wanted to do like a cardigan maybe, and then I was like, maybe I should do some colorwork socks, maybe vanilla socks, who knows? But now that I'm seeing more of the colors, I am so like, oh my gosh, I'm so stumped. And also, this is truly rose gold because look at the, I don't know if you can see, there are some gold spots, besides the gold stellina, but some brownish gold spots in the yarn. Anyway, this is the second to last one. I'll see you guys in 2 days. Oh my gosh, yeah, because the next one I open is on Christmas Day. So see you in 2 days for the last Advent, and I'll show you guys all of the colors together. Okay, until then, let's get on with the scheduled video. Hey guys, Kalila here, or Callie. Welcome to another video. It's actually the blocking video of my kintra sweater. Okay, let me show you. It is done, finished. Okay, I need to try it on. I need to see which side is the wrong side. So this one, okay, I think it's like this. Yes, all right, let me put it on and I'll show you guys what it looks like on me before blocking, okay? I'm so excited. Okay, here it is. Oh my gosh, so many things that I want to happen, okay? The body, so short, so freaking short, okay? I need this. This is gonna block out naturally. Look at the striping on this. This looks so cool. Anyway, this is naturally gonna block down and drop because it's superwash yarn. Superwash yarn always blocks out like crazy, which is why I love using it for color work. This actually, I love the way this looks. It's going to relax anyway, and I would prefer to have a little bit more ease here, but I'm not crying about that. The sleeves, bruh, you already know. My sleeves need to come to like here or here. But we'll see how things go. So this is before, right? Take a good look. And then after, I mean, I'll show you throughout my entire blocking process per use. And then we'll see the differences and you'll see how I stretch things out, if I even have to. So let's get to blocking. Alrighty guys, we have the essentials. We have the portable sink that I have from Amazon that I've been using for years. I'm putting it back into itself so you can see me open it out. That's what it looks like. Gonna grab my eucalyptus scented no rinse wool wash and fill this up, put this in. So, you know, I'll actually show all the little steps this time. People always ask me about specific temperatures whenever I block my stuff. I don't put things at a specific temperature. I definitely don't do it at hot, okay? But typically whatever just comes out of the pipe is what I block or soak my project in. And usually it's cold or lukewarm, but not really lukewarm. It's just like cool or cold, because that's usually what comes out first. Now, let's put in our eucalyptus scented wool wash. I love this. Alright, so now I'm gonna let that soak for about an hour. You're probably hearing the same thing from, if you're here from TikTok or Instagram. Yes, I'm filming the same thing. And I'm gonna let that soak for about an hour because I like all the fibers to get absorbed in it and I want everything to be as malleable as possible. That's just a personal preference. You don't need to leave it that long. I love leaving my stuff that long. I've been doing it all 3 years of me knitting, okay? So, see you guys in an hour. Alright guys, it's been like an hour and a half. I forgot about it. My alarm went off. I turned it off and I continued reading, okay? But anyway, grabbing my 2 towels. You guys already know. I always use 2 towels. Sometimes I use 3 if I'm doing a heavier weight project and I need to squeeze a lot more water out of it than I usually do. But for now, I just need these 2. I'm gonna drain the water out of the sink bucket and then squeeze the water out using these towels. I'm gonna use the lighter one first so I can see how much water gets squeezed out of the sweater, which should be easy because it's a fingering weight sweater, so it should be very easy to get all of the water that needs to be squeezed out. So I'm gonna go grab the sweater. I'm done squeezing out all of the water, so now I'm going to go and put it on the blocking mats. So let's go. Here are the blocking mats that I got off Amazon. I have 2 sets of them. You don't need 2 sets of them. I just like to have 2 sets so that I can always make sure I have more than enough if I need to stretch things out a little bit more. So I'm gonna set these out and then I'm gonna start measuring out my sweater to see what measurements I need to block it out to, or if I just need to pin it in place if it's already at the measurements that I want. Now I use my knit blockers from Knitter's Pride so I can pin everything down. Alrighty, here is my sweater pinned. I blocked it a lot, especially around the body area. The width wise, I wanted it to match the yoke size, because sometimes the body size does not match the width of the yoke. So I wanted it to match the width of the yoke so I can have the consistency of the ease from the yoke and into the body. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Also, I stretched out the sleeve a lot. You can see a lot is dangling over, and I probably made it a little skinnier on accident from stretching it out, since when you stretch it out you kind of lose width. But I'd rather have longer sleeves than baggy sleeves and they're short, you know. So anyway, this should dry by tonight. If not tonight, then by tomorrow. Fingering weight dries so quickly for me, so by tomorrow morning I should be able to try it on for you guys. If not, you know, I'll let you know. But here it is. Alright guys, it's the next day and my sweater is dry. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my before and afters for TikTok and of course here as well so you can see my blocked sweater. But this thing is dry. Fingering weight dries so quickly, so I'm gonna take out all the pins and stuff and then put up all my blocking stuff and show you guys the sweater. Look at this drape. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go and put this on and show you guys what it looks like. Guys, here is the blocked sweater. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So I stretched out the body so that it could be kind of the width of the yoke. The sleeves are exactly where I want them to be. Okay, look at that. Look at that. The length of it is perfect. Perfect. It is so good. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love. Let's get a close-up of the color work. Ooh, so good. I love it so much. Oh my gosh, guys. I will talk more about this pattern once it comes out in February because there will be a DK weight version as well. So even though you may not want to knit a fingering weight version like I did, maybe you'll want to knit a DK weight version. Okay, so that's all that I have. Oh, also the collar. The collar went down, which is so perfect because I do not like my collars against my throat. Okay, anyway, that's all I have for this video. Who knows how long this is? I don't. It's probably short, but that is my blocking process, and that is how I always get my transformations, okay? You guys on YouTube, you know that, okay? People who are new on YouTube and you don't know that, now you do know that, all right? So anyway, on to the next project, because guys, my yarn for my next test knit came in this morning. You guys will see that in another little challenge series. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.